What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Mini Idol Troubles. In today's episode, I have with me someone who is very open minded and does not fear away from voicing her opinions and beliefs. A comedian, a content creator, and also an MBA in marketing and whatnot. The conversation went so fluently that I forgot to do the introduction and directly went on talking. Welcome to the show, Anshul Agarwal.
Yeah, but पता है with all these apps, all these channels and all, it feels like there is this race that keeps on going. That there is no end to this race. Like if you go on YouTube, then you are on Instagram, you're on Twitter, you're then on LinkedIn. Now there is Clubhouse. You want to go on Clubhouse. You want to go on Spotify. You want to go on Apple Podcasts, everywhere, and this is like just never ending because apps will keep on coming. Apps will keep on giving you incentives to be on their app, to create content on their app. There will be brands they would want to jump on the bandwagon. They will be like, yeah, we are going to sponsor your content on this thing. But for how long are you going to keep doing this? Like it's just too exhausting for me personally.
Right. So I obviously I don't know you personally, but I feel that you are someone who's not motivated by the brand and money wala part and more on what you enjoy wala part. मतलब अगर आपको मजा आता है तो आप करो ना, फिर थोड़ी वो रिस्ट्रिक्शन है कि यार ब्रांड आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है, पैसे मिल रहे हैं कि नहीं मिल रहे हैं, तब तो you're just doing it for enjoying, right?
But you do feel that FOMO, na? Like I was on Clubhouse last year when Clubhouse launched for iOS and all. Someone invited me and I was on Clubhouse, and I enjoyed a couple of conversations back then when people were talking tech, when people were talking finance, because these were the things that people were not talking anywhere else. Like Instagram pe kam tha thoda. Twitter pe hai, I follow people who talk about growth hacking and all those things on Twitter, so I follow people like that on Twitter. Then Clubhouse happened, and now suddenly Clubhouse has also become like an audio version of Instagram. So you do feel the FOMO also, because you are like, oh my god, this creator who started with me on Instagram, we both are on 100k here, and this person has started his Clubhouse journey also. Now he's on 100k on Clubhouse also. I am nowhere because I am not doing anything there. That is for sure. Like that you are not doing anything. Otherwise, you might also reach there.
True.
But then what? Like, but then you want to do also. You want that growth also. You don't want to do so much content also. It's very difficult to put into words also and to understand also. Like the kind of exhaustive feeling that is.
I think यहाँ पे focus आ जाता है ना. It's यहीं पे तो you differentiate someone who is very focused from someone. मतलब everybody is distracted with that. सबको क्लब हाउस में आना है, सब ग्रीन रूम में भी आना शुरू कर जाएंगे. There's Twitter Spaces as well.
What is green room?
Green room Spotify ने शुरू किया है. It's Spotify's Clubhouse basically.
I am so behind all these apps and what is happening in all these apps. I think I'm a very lucky person that despite not consuming content, on an hourly or even on a weekly or a monthly basis, I am still doing so well for myself. I think I'm very lucky. So a lot of times, Nitin, I don't know if you guys, for the listeners, hopefully there will be. Nitin is the person who manages my work. He keeps coming to me with brands and all. Ki ye wala karna hai, this is the trend that if this is happening, so we have to do this, and I have no clue what is the trend and what is happening. So I have to then delve into that entire thing to understand. Oh, okay, this is happening, and I have to be this thing. So I am that behind, that ancient in terms of content.
नहीं, I think that's just it makes you right. मेरा एक question भी है wherein I ask you कि when I look at your content, it looks like you're not pleasing someone, you're not making content just for the sake of it. A lot of it comes out from your own experiences, and it just expresses that in that way. So I don't think you need to fall in that trend वाला कि यार जरूरी है करना वाला चीज. वो बस आप, I'm sure.
No, I don't really feel that I want to do that also. Like as long as things are taken care of at my end, and I am like happy with what I have put today, and I feel the day has been productive. It's fine for me, because see, now it is like it's a serious thing for me. Content creation is a serious thing for me. I have like a team in place who are helping me with things, who are bringing work to me, and also I have a certain responsibility towards them also. But it I still do not feel compelled to consume content in order to understand what is happening in the entire content landscape or in the economy, or I still do not feel compelled to network with the other influencers, or do things what what
I've
people are
noticed.
doing, just to fall
Yeah.
into that bracket. In fact, I think it was happening to me some time back when that I have to put out things daily, ye bhi dalna hai, wo bhi dalna hai, and everything. Then I actually took a step back and understood that this is not why I came into this in the first place, and this is not why
Correct.
people liked me in the first place.
Correct.
So that is there, and I think as long as I feel productive in that sense, it works for me, even if it's not creating content. Like there are days when I don't feel like creating content, I don't feel like doing anything, but I have done something else, like maybe I have put my clothes in the machine to wash, or just finished a book that I was putting off for a while, or filed my taxes and raised my invoices and things like that. That also makes me feel like the day has been productive. So I just go to sleep with that feeling of content ki theek hai, aaj kar liya hai bahut, we'll make a video tomorrow night.
नहीं, I relate to this. But सबका अलग-अलग रहता है. When I talk about you again, you seem more or less very content with what you're doing right now. You are happy. भले ही आपने मेरे को बताया वो फोमो वाला चीज, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको एंजाइटी हो रही है यार कि नहीं किया तो फिर क्या हो जाएगा, will tomorrow will I be relevant? वो I don't think that you have that pressure instilled in your mind. Is that correct?
I think to a certain extent you're right. Like I do feel like FOMO, like if my friends are having a room on Clubhouse and chatting about things at 1 a.m. in the 1 a.m. and I'm like and I can't stay awake till 1 a.m. Okay, I pass out at 10:30. Like I am a very early to bed, early to rise person. I wake up at 6:30 almost every day without an alarm. So I have like a schedule that I follow.
Clubhouse वालों का.
Yeah, I want to sleep. It doesn't really matter to me what is happening out there. If Shah Rukh Khan is dancing outside my house, I genuinely don't care. I want to go to sleep. Very rare I wake up. I'm awake till like really late. So I feel a sense of FOMO in certain sense that there क्या यार क्या मजे हो गए होंगे. I could have added so much to that कि बहुत मस्ती कर ली, मैं भी कुछ डाल सकती थी, शायद मेरे पास भी कुछ anecdotes होते जो मैं लोगों को बताती. I also want to share my stories with people and things like that, but I do not feel left out. I don't feel like कि if I don't join Clubhouse today and tomorrow it blows up and tomorrow people are like earning in like lakhs per chat room or something like that, I will not regret that. I won't feel that I had the opportunity of doing that earlier and I didn't do, and now I'm losing money. I won't feel that, because in this particular moment it is my choice to not do it. So yeah.
Got it. Which again is very very rare with most of the creators. जो चल रहा है ट्रेंड वहां पीछे लग जाएंगे, ये चल रहा है वहां चले जाएंगे, ये चल रहा है वहां चले जाएंगे, and that's why we see a lot of creators taking a hit on their mentally. We see breakdowns happening, उनको break चाहिए होता है, पता नहीं क्या क्या 100 चीजें होती रहती है, including myself, happens with me as well. But I relate to that point of not, मतलब मैं भी इतना Clubhouse में जा नहीं रहा हूँ. I am just focusing on my YouTube content, my Instagram content, and that's it. उसके अलावा दुनिया में peer pressure जितना भी दे रहे हैं, it's important as creator to understand कि भाई not right now. तो वो
in fact I don't feel that I don't feel the pressure of coming to YouTube also, or maybe putting content on Instagram also. Like if something is coming naturally, authentically to me, that this is
nice.
Oh, this is a thought that that has happened to me, and I should share it out with the world. This seems interesting to me, I will share it then. If there is something which is not interesting to me only, I don't think that I have the I have the means, or I have the ability to tell that story or that thought to others in a way that they would enjoy it. So there is no point of doing it. If you see, there are certain videos on my Instagram which were shot because they were supposed to be shot, like because of the sake of the content thing that they were put out. कि ये भी डालना है, okay, आज कुछ है नहीं, एक हफ्ते से कुछ डाला नहीं है, so we'll just like we'll force ourselves to create something out of nothing and then we'll put it up. And as someone who as a visual medium, as a audio visual medium of communication, it translates, it reaches your audience can feel that कि ये नहीं, इसको खुद को ही मजा नहीं आ रहा है. And there have been videos जिसमें मतलब I personally think that it is so silly, nobody will give a damn to this video just because, and I have put them because I am enjoying, because I think that this is such a silly and such a funny thought, and I put out that these videos are like 2 million, 3 million
Wow.
and those stuff. So I have and that that mental pressure that you're talking about has happened with me also. It's like creators who started later than me, when they crossed like a certain milestone, I'm like I'm doing this for a while. And then there are young creators who are doing so well because they understand that content landscape so well, right?
Yeah.
Like I am 29, I do not understand what a 19-year-old goes through now. I understand what a 19-year-old went through in 2009. In 2021, what a 19-year-old goes through, I don't know. I don't have the context to them, so they understand content landscape better, right? And that is why
Yeah.
they are going to do better than me. They have the resources, they are born into these resources, so they know that it comes naturally to them. And
Exactly.
earlier I was like, yeah, तो बहुत हो गए, and then you're constantly comparing yourself, you're thinking कि मेरी वीडियो पे 10,000 आए, इसकी वीडियो पे 20 क्यों आए, and all those things. And it's like a downward spiral. It's very difficult, like a slippery slope. You can't come back from it, and it takes like really a lot of efforts. And I personally think that I'm very lucky that I understood it in the beginning of it only, that Achal, this is the downward spiral and you are not supposed to go there. So now focus on your content. Because I'll tell you honestly, the maximum growth that I had on my Instagram and my Twitter also was when I did not give a fuck. When I was just making content for myself, when I was like कि अभी क्या है, shows बंद हो चुके हैं, acting में कर नहीं सकती, job अभी है नहीं, कुछ तो करना ही है, I want to express myself, I want to tell these stories that I have in my mind. And I was just making content like that, putting out videos and shit, and people started loving it. So the best growth that I had was when I paid attention to my content and not to the growth and not to the growth of others. So as long as I'm not comparing myself to others, I think that mental pressure is not as much there.
Agreed. Got it. So talking about your timeline, content timeline or timeline since college. So I know that you did your bachelor's from Indore, then you did your MBA from Indore. By the way, I'm from Bhopal. So you did, you did your bachelor's, then you did your master's from Indore itself, and then you did a job, and then you went into comedy, right?
Yeah.
So what was this transaction like? मतलब कैसे trajectory, कैसे pivot क्या है, एक बार आप बताओ.
So like you are from Bhopal, you would understand this like really well कि इंदौर में हम लोग को पता ही नहीं था कि कॉमेडी भी एक प्रोफेशन हो सकता है या फिर एक्टिंग भी प्रोफेशन हो सकता है. ये वो चीज है जिससे आप पैसे भी कमा सकते हो, बिकॉज इंदौर भोपाल सब लोग ठिलवाई करते रहते हैं. like it comes naturally. You can't speak to people normally. You have to take their case, be sarcastic and things like that. So I was a funny person all my life. I'm a very naturally funny person. My parents are also sarcastic. My parents are also like that, always cracking jokes and things. So my family is entirely like that. So when I came to Bombay, that's when I discovered, oh wow, there are so many things that I can do, and I have the capacity to do it. It's not
This
like
was
I
for
was
job,
just
right?
like, okay, this
This
is
was for job.
during I was. This is what?
This is when you were doing a job in Bombay.
No, I think earlier only I knew that I don't want to do that job. I always knew that I am not going to do that job forever, but I just got placed. So मेरे college में I was the first person to get placed, and I was like, oh wow, अभी job लग गई है तो I should go ना. मतलब अभी इतने सारे लोग रो रहे हैं, job नहीं लग रही हो, मेरी लग गई है, so why not? I was like कि ठीक है, जाके देख के तो आते हैं. And I came to Bombay. There were a lot of things happening in life, and I was just इधर उधर घूम रहे थे. I saw acting also, that कि acting भी कर सकते हैं. So I started acting. I acted in a couple of things, and people gave me opportunities in acting for some reason. So I acted in a couple of things. I did a lot of ads and all. Then I realized, oh wow, comedy is also, yeah. I was acting before I started doing comedy. Then I saw stand-up comedy, and I signed up for an open mic. I went there. I shared bricks. I thought that I would make people like go crazy, like laugh on the laughing on the floor like crazy. And I never like I went and I shared bricks. Kunal Kamra was hosting the open mic, and I had a fight with him. He's on stage, I am in the audience, and I'm fighting with Kunal Kamra for no reason at all. And that was the start of my comedy career. Then I had to perform. I won't say I shared bricks, but I didn't do as well as I thought I would do. I was like, wow, Anchal is going to kill the comedy scene now. That was the confidence I went in, to the open mic with. And I think that was the day Shrija Chaturvedi also started doing comedy, and she won that open mic. So yeah, and after that I started doing comedy here and there, and I never took it seriously. Honestly, I still don't take it seriously. तो stand up comedy का ऐसा मेरा कोई serious scene नहीं था. Even when I was doing comedy, I was acting, I was doing other things, and I was making money from my acting. और कुछ comedy से ऐसा कोई show वो आता भी था, तो I used to pass it on to people who were like more serious about doing comedy. You know, there is Puneet Pania, Andy Regu, and all these people. They are my friends, so I used to pass those shows to them. कि ये corporate show का inquiry आया, तुम कर लो इस टाइप से. So comedy का वो था, but the trajectory is like there is honestly there is no story. It's just like every time I never had this much exposure back when I was in Indore. Internet and all also was not very popular when I was growing up. Even when I was in college, we did not. I know internet was popular back then. हम लोग नहीं थे उतना savvy. That's what I'm saying. मतलब हमारा जो college का group था, हम लोग इतना नहीं use करते थे. So I just went with whatever life kept throwing at me. कुछ भी आ रहा है, कुछ नई चीज आ रही है, so I would just go ahead and I would just grab it कि ठीक है ये opportunity try करते हैं. Like with content creation also this happened. Like I was like कि ठीक है अभी चल रहा है, वीडियो बना के डाल देते हैं. So that's what I did, and I'm still. If you ask me, are you like a full-time content creator? I would never say yes to that also, because I never want concrete, concrete job description next to my name. I feel like it's like a very I don't know, you are like kind of putting yourself in a box कि ठीक है अच्छा ये तो digital creator ही है, फिर actor ही है, या फिर comedian ही है. I don't want that. I want to keep exploring things, क्योंकि कितनी सारी चीजें जो अभी लाइफ में पता ही नहीं है यार कि हो भी सकती है, हम कर भी सकते हो सकता है हम उसमें भी अच्छे हो, या हो सकता है हम उसमें खराब हो, पर हमारा करने का मन हो. And I don't want to confine myself into not like into this thing, and I don't want to say no to. I have really in the past 2 years I have really developed this habit of not saying no to myself, and like saying no to things that I don't want to others, but I don't say no to myself ever. Like anything I want to do, I would say yes to myself. So I don't want to say no to myself to an opportunity because I'm doing this. ये कर रहे अभी तो you will never see me like there is no trajectory. It's like कुछ भी जो opportunity मुझे दिखती आई ना, जो मुझे लगा कि यार ये fun है, इसको मुझे explore करना है, तो मैंने वो explore किया. Like right now also I feel sports is the thing that I really want to explore. I love motorsports. I love auto racing. I watch Formula 1, NASCAR, everything. तो मुझे
tweets, I've seen the tweets.
So I really like motorsports. I really like basketball. I like all these sports. So badminton, I have been a player myself, but I don't really follow badminton. So you will never see me say, "Oh, I love badminton," because I don't really love badminton. I played badminton for years in school. I was a semi-professional player, but
same.
Like I don't know what's the reason, but yeah. So I want to do a lot of things in sports. I keep writing to all these, sports principals and like, team principals and all these people that, I want to create content for you. I want to do this strategy for you. And a lot of times I have actually gotten replies from like really important people in motorsports and really important people in other teams as well. So
you can go in as a
yeah. So in the question that you asked about the trajectory, it's like there is no trajectory. It's like anything that I kept coming across, जो भी life में opportunity दिखती रही, I just kept constantly saying yes to them if it interested me. So it's like आगे भी future में भी there will be no trajectory. हो सकता है कि मैं कल को जाके मतलब कहीं पे कुछ खेलने लगूं, या फिर मैं कुछ भी ना करूं, सब बंद कर दूं, as long as it's making me happy.
Yeah, I think that's the way it should be. Going with the flow, basically, right? जो चल रहा है उसके हिसाब से adjust and do what you want to. But you mentioned that sports wala thing. I think you can be someone who can host shows, host sports. मतलब मेरे को इतना नहीं पता racing का,
but I don't want to do that also. I don't want to do that also. Like I want to be a person who is helping the team with strategy and content. कि कैसे like I want to. So basically what I want to do right now is like I want to. So I've been working for 6 years now. I completed my MBA in 2015, and since then I've been working. And in fact, I used to work before also. कुछ ना कुछ मैं करती रहती थी. So now what I want to do is like the 6 years of experience that I have now, I want to merge all of it and do something for like a sports team. I want to merge my marketing knowledge. I want to merge my production knowledge, my direction knowledge, my content creation, comedy, all knowledge, and then, you know, create strategies and content pieces and IPs for teams. I don't want to be like the face, you know, like I'm the host of a show and this I'm just
Gaurav
going
Kapoor नहीं
and
बनना
my
आपको.
life. Yeah, I want to do like a lot. So that's the thing.
Got it, got it. But on a different note, where does this confidence comes from?
I don't know. It's just like, you know, I feel like I'll be able to handle myself if I fail. Like I have been able to handle myself every time I failed in life. There have been like really difficult phases in life, and you know, on personal front, on professional front, and every time I have come out like well out of it. Like, you know, I
Victorious.
don't. What do you call that word? Unscathed? Is that a word?
हाँ मैं समझ गया. Unscratched ऐसे कुछ है.
Unscratched, unscathed. What is that word?
हाँ
So
हाँ हाँ.
yeah, every time life has given me like a challenge or something, I have come out of it somehow. So I'm sure that if something happens tomorrow, I'll come out of it. So there is literally no point in not being confident. So see, I don't know what is the opposite of confidence.
I got 85 in English in 12th. Don't ask me these questions. What is the
85 is
opposite?
good. 85 is good.
नहीं मेरे बाकी में 96 आए थे एवरेज. उसके हिसाब से very bad है.
What the fuck, Ayush? Why are you even talking to me right now? Who gets so many marks, man? You are disappointed that you had 85 out of 100, right? I'm talking. What is this obsession with you guys these days, man? That you want to have like 100 on 100
not.
and
अब नहीं है. So back in 12th मेरे को बस एक चीज आता था, पढ़ाई करना, और कुछ नहीं करता था मैं. And I had this dream of going to SRCC and study BCom honors there. So तब मेरे को 100 रखने थे.
I really love how the dream is BCom honors. How the dream is BCom honors. I have a dream to study BCom honors.
Nice.
Wow, what dreams, man. What dreams. I love such dreams. Like we know कि ठीक है, dream बहुत बड़ा सपना है, BCom honors करेंगे.
SRCC से लेके SRCC जाना था, कुछ भी मिल जाए, पर दो ही तो होते हैं वहाँ पे SRCC में. इकोनॉमिक्स होता था और बीकॉम होता था. तो मेरे को वो सपना था मेरा 12th में.
बेसिकली सपना तो ये था कि SRCC जाना है, वो कुछ भी काम के लिए ले ले.
हाँ एग्जैक्ट.
क्यों भाई इतना क्या क्या है SRCC में ऐसा?
मतलब मैं जब 12th में था, I got, मतलब it's basically the IIT IIM of economics and BCom, right? हाँ उस सेंस में. तो वो तब 12th में तो वही दिमाग में घुस गया. मम्मी और पापा ने समझा दिया और फिर देखा कि अच्छा SRCC हो. तो फिर मेरे दिमाग में भी वही चल गया था. अब नहीं फर्क पड़ता. तो I don't really care. हो गया 3-4 साल. अब it does not matter at all. But yeah, तब बहुत लगता था. But हाँ, confidence का opposite, lack of confidence, low confidence.
Wow. Confidence का opposite lack of confidence. I think apprehension maybe, or
Alexa,
insecurity or something
opposite of confidence.
Confidence is antonyms of uncertainty and paranoia.
Paranoid.
Full technology is happening here.
Paranoid, पता नहीं.
Yeah, whatever. So there is no point in being like, you know, not confident about things. Confidence का opposite not confident है आज से, guys. So there is no point, like, you know, I know I will fuck up in life, like even worse going forward, because, you know, I want to explore so many new things, and I know as if I'm sitting in this room entirely every day, there is literally no way I'm going to fuck up things, right? I will be on my own and things like that. But if I want to explore things and all, there are opportunities of fucking up, which I will do. But I know that in the past also I've done that and I have recovered from it. Like, you know, I've been like, ठीक है चलो हो गया अब क्या करें. So I think I'll do that, and that I think that brings the confidence. If I have to answer that, otherwise I genuinely don't know how am I so confident, and if I am confident at all. But yeah.
Right. So has there not been any moment in your life where you have felt, at least for 2 to 3 days, कि कुछ नहीं होने वाला? It's
बहुत बार हुआ है. बहुत बार हुआ है. What 2-3 days? For months I have felt like, oh my god, my life is over. Now what do? I तो don't have any talent. और मैं क्या करूँ? कोई job नहीं दे रहा, कोई काम नहीं दे रहा, कोई acting gig नहीं है, कोई comedy gig नहीं है. I think in fact this content creation thing also started from there only. Last year when everything was shut, comedy shows, there was no job, there were no comedy shows, there was no acting gigs, nothing was there. I was with my family back home. I'd lost my uncle, so many things were happening at the same time. I was like, yeah dude, nothing is going to happen now, like kuch nahi hone wala hai life mein. I don't know how am I going to survive, how am I going to eat, and what am I going to do. But then eventually I thought that, you know, I can't dwell in this self pity forever. I can't be like यार ये कुछ नहीं हो सकता और मेरी तो जिंदगी बर्बाद हो गई है, 2-4 कॉमेडी शो क्या कैंसिल हो गए, and I can't do, you know, I can't keep doing all the see, my father says one thing that, you know, अगर आप तुम रोते रहोगे तो तुम रोते ही रह जाओगे. ठीक है, it's okay, like something bad has happened, you want to cry about it, cry. तुम्हारे साथ बहुत बुरा हो गया, of course यार, it's your feelings, you can't cancel your feelings, you have to address your feelings, you have to feel your feelings. And but then you have to understand to address it in a way, in a productive way, to actually overcome them, and or to actually not feel them anymore. You can't feel that for your life, right? And this I'm talking about myself. I'm not giving any gyan to anyone here, and I'm not asking people to change their way of life. This I'm talking about myself. I felt like, you know, I'm feeling very dejected right now. I think that there, you know, there is no money coming in, there is no validation coming in, there are no jobs, and I don't know what to do now. But then I had to make something out of that situation, right? And I did just that. And I think I have never been more secure, I have never been more content with my life, with my work life, with my professional life, ever, I think so.
Got it. So talking about your content, what I not see, but what I think is that you have gone through a lot of experiences, not necessarily good, maybe upsetting in terms of society stereotypes or whatever, and that you reflect through your reels. That frustration, if I can say that, that comes in your content, and then you're sort of rebelling against society via your content in a humorous way, and with a message, very subtle message of not doing it. Maybe am I making sense?
So see, yes, you are making sense, of course, and I've been hearing this from a lot of people, like from a lot of people who keep messaging me, like saying things like that. Honestly, Ayush, this is not intentional. Like it is genuinely, it's natural. I don't plan that. You know, there has to be a message in my reel, in my 30-second reel. There has to be funny things also. There has to be a message also. There has to be like a joke also, and there has to be frustration, rant also. I don't think like that. Okay, I just think of like a situation. Okay, this is something that has happened to me, or maybe there are many times when if I'm saying something in a reel, it is something that I have actually said to a friend in my life, you know, in that particular situation, or or my mom has said that to me, or my dad has said that to me, or things like that. So I just bring that I don't bring that frustration, or I don't bring that societal whatever in my life, because I don't have space for those things in my mind. So, you know, touchwood, I'm very lucky that all these societal expectations, all this, like, you know, things, you know, patriarchal things that happen to women in general, or even men in general, that upset you. I do not have space for that in my head. I don't want to give those upsetting negative things space in my mind. So I forget about it. Like if someone has done something which is sexist, or which is like, you know, uncomfortable to me today, and I'm talking about sexist things. I'm not talking about things that, like, you know, leave like a, I don't know how to frame that properly.
I get it. Yeah.
So like, you know, like small things, like, you know, if you're going to a restaurant, the server will always give the bill to the guy with you, or the menu to the guy with you. It's like, you know, you don't have like a voice, or, you know, it's you are not the person who's going to make decisions and things like that. It's like understood. So these are the things that people do to you, but I don't keep these things in my mind. Like, you know, for a lot of people, these things are in their heads, and, you know, that drives their content. But for me, what drives my content is if there is a punchline that, like, you know, there are so many things that my mom says that are like really funny. If I think my favorite comedian in the world, it's my mom. She is she just doesn't know that she's funny. She will say things and then we are laughing, and she won't even realize why are we laughing. So most of the times my punchlines come from my mom. She has said something and I'm like, oh wow, this is something nice that I can use for my content. And then, you know, try to make that authentic somehow, and in that process I end up talking about things that are relatable to people, like honking on the road, or like things like people giving handwritten assignments in college, and ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, all those things. So I necessarily don't think that the frustration thing is something that I would agree to, but yeah, but I would definitely tell you that a lot of people say that. So yeah, that's something that is being that is being communicated via my content somehow.
Yeah, maybe this is just the podcaster in me over analyzing and trying to find some unique point. You did a lot of work during the second wave, right? Second wave of COVID, on Twitter or on Insta.
Again,
Sorry.
this question will never leave me until I don't know. I think until I leave content creation, COVID second wave will not leave me.
It's not really a question. It's just an appreciation that it was evident that you really care, and there's a lot of empathy going in through the tweets and through the Instagram stories and all that. So what was going on in your mind? I'm sure there's some connection. जो कि people just say कि हाँ करते हैं कुछ करते हैं मेरे सर्कल में भी मैंने देखा है करते हैं. I had COVID when this was going on, second wave में मेरे को भी COVID हो गया था around March 15th आसपास में, and I saw कि हाँ bro take care and all that, but कोई कुछ खास करता नहीं है, right? And then there's you who has nothing, मतलब ऐसा कुछ responsibility नहीं है, right? If you don't do anything, nobody will say कि हाँ तू कुछ कर क्यों नहीं रही यार, ये क्या बात है? So what was going in your head while the second wave? Why such a inner, मतलब अंदर से passion of caring and yeah.
So I am a very empathetic person. I think, like if you see my past interviews that I have given before my work.
You told me this was the first time.
Yeah. So if you see my past interviews, जो कि COVID के पहले थे, मतलब सारा उसके पहले. So if ever I was asked what is your strong suit, or like what is something that you really, your quality that you really like, it was always, my answer was always. So I am very empathetic in general. I think that I'm also very, very privileged. I'm not just privileged. I think I'm very privileged. So I genuinely feel that a lot of people who do not have similar privileges than me, like me, I think that it is somehow, if I can extend my privilege to them, it takes nothing away from me, right? For example, if we are talking feminism, also feminism is giving women equal rights, right? And it's bringing equality. It's not taking things away from men. So similarly, if I am talking my privilege, if I'm extending my privilege, it's not taking anything away from me. It's not putting me in a position of like I don't know how to say it, but मुझे उससे कुछ नुकसान तो नहीं होता ना अगर मैं किसी की कोई मदद कर देती हूँ तो. It's like, and when the COVID thing happened also, why so much passion? Because there was this one SOS tweet that I saw, and I don't think it was an SOS tweet also. I think it was just a random, some person. It was an SOS tweet, but it was not that, like, how later on it became like mar jayenge, and like, later on it became so serious that you started feeling personally, right? Yeah. So it was like some person had posted something on Twitter ki mere ko khoon is like, I need blood or something like that. And I had a lot of followers back then also. I had some 35,000 something followers on Twitter. And I was like, dude, I have 35,000 followers. This guy is looking for a medicine somewhere in some town. Even if I have like 10 people from that town, someone sees that and he gets his medicine. What's wrong in that? Matlab, I genuinely don't care about the aesthetics of my profile. I genuinely don't care about who unfollows me, looking at something that is triggering to them or something like that. I just did that, and then people started posting their own SOS calls, and I was doing just that, and I realized that it's actually like a bigger deal than what we are thinking, sitting in our privileged homes. If you see me, I was literally inside my house. I had like full khana, pina, everything stocked up. I had like all OTT subscriptions under the sun. My AC was on all the time. I was working inside my house. I'm making videos. I'm making money. I'm getting branded content. People are following me on my Instagram. Everything is happening for me. And then there are these people who do not have oxygen. that is your basic, like, oxygen is something that is the first thing that a human needs when they are on the planet. They don't need Netflix subscription, or they don't need cold coffee from Starbucks, right? And I had all those things, and someone did not have oxygen, and I was like, yeah, matlab, what is this unfair life? And
Yeah.
see, I am not someone who has a lot of resources, okay? Because in the Instagram world, people think that, oh, she has everything under the sun and things like that. I have privileges, but I do not have the resources. I am not Sonu Sood, okay? I do not have these many resources that I can like just throw. What I had was my social capital. My following count on Twitter and on Instagram was my resource, and it was actually a really big resource during that time. And I was like, dude, if I have this, I am going to get into it full on, and I'm going to use it to the fullest and help as many people as I can. And what was going on in my head back then, I actually never thought that I want to help people because I want to help people. I just thought that, this is a resource and I want to use it to its capacity, which I did. My mind was so anxious, like my fingers were all the time on phone. I did not even want to lose a second in sharing a lead or finding information on someone, or, retweeting an SOS call, because I knew that even minutes are so important for people's lives during that point. So I was just doing what came like really naturally to me. There was literally no agenda. There was literally no plan that, I planned ki, okay, chalo, second wave aa gayi hai to log ki madad karte. Nahi. I just saw a tweet. I was like, dude, why is this person struggling for oxygen? Matlab kya? And I just did whatever felt right to me in that moment. And then it kept happening. Then I called for volunteers. Then there were people. There are many volunteers who helped me. And you know what, Ayush, a lot of people are so, like, how I got embarrassed when you asked me that question, because so many people are asking me that question. And I have not even done what 10% or even 1% of what so many volunteers have done. These were the people who actually had COVID patients in their families. These are the people who actually were COVID positive themselves, and they are verifying leads for us. They're calling people for us, and they are sending leads. There were so many unsung heroes जो कि इंस्टाग्राम पर रैंडमली खुद सेल्फ वेरीफाई करके हमको लीड भेज रहे थे यार. इफ यू थिंक, इफ आई एम पुटिंग आउट अ लीड फॉर रेमडेसिविर और ब्लड और व्हाटएवर, मेरे पास थोड़ी खुद का हॉस्पिटल है कि मैं लीड जनरेट करूं. मेरे को किसी ने भेजी है ना. इट इज समवन एल्सेस वर्क. किसी रैंडम आदमी ने वहां पे कहीं पे कोल्हापुर पे बैठ के मुझे मैसेज किया है कि कोल्हापुर में आईसीयू या फिर वेंटिलेटर बेड चाहिए होगा तो मुझे बोलना, आई विल गेट इट डन. एंड दिस इज द like, this is that person's medal, right? This is not mine. What I did was like, okay, I just connected people and things like that, but it was enabled by so many such people who were actually selflessly trying to help others. So if you see what was going on in my mind, I don't know what was going on in my mind, but what I see is like so many people wanted to do so much for each other, and that human, like, that human intent and that human force, that makes you want to do more. Ki nahi yaar, I can't stop. And that was happening to me. I had to like even taking breaks was like very this thing for me. I was like, no, I don't want to take breaks. I took break after a really long time, but then I don't know if I've answered your question, but I do not have a structured answer to this, even though this is, I think, probably the 20th or the 25th time I'm answering this, but I genuinely don't know what happened and why I did what.
Got it. On that note, guys, please stay at your homes. Make sure you wear your mask if you're going outside, and follow Anchal on Twitter. Right. So there's this question that came in my mind while I was speaking to you, which is how is the experience, or what is the change that you have experienced in yourself in the last 10 years? So I'm 21 right now, and I think sometimes here I'm getting older every day. Next month I'll be 22. What's happening? But at the same time, I'm also growing as a person. I'm mature तो उतना नहीं हूँ मैं, but थोड़ा mature हो रहा हूँ and all that. How does that happen? कैसा experience कैसा होता है?
I think when you're 20, 21, now you feel like really pressured about growing up. But then when you're 30, now by the time you reach 28, by the time you cross 25, now you are used to it. Now you are like, अब तो बढ़ना ही है, अब तो कुछ कम नहीं होना. So you just get used to it कि हाँ ठीक है, चलो 30 भी आने वाला है, 35 भी आएगा, 40 भी आएगा. So I think I तो personally have I've never been that stuck on numbers as per age ki 20 ke ho gaye 25 ke ho gaye. Even now also people tell me that, you know, oh wow, what is your age? Oh, ladkiyan to age hi batati. I am 29 years old. मैं सबको बताती हूँ. I was born on 17 November 1991. That is what my passport and my Aadhaar card says.
My didi was born on 14 November 1991.
Oh wow, Valentine's Day. Children's Day. Oh shit, I did not mean to say that. I'm so sorry.
कोई नहीं.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, what changes, of course there are so many changes. Like, you know, when I was 21, I was in Indore, and Indore was like my place, my city. I was like, you know, it was a comfortable space for me. When I came to Bombay, I learned so many things there. मतलब लाइफ बहुत ज्यादा रैपिडली चेंज हो जाती है यार. as soon as you you know start accepting the growth that, you know, you are seeing every day, like 20 के हो या 21 के 22 के, and not in just numbers, these are the years that you have lived. ऐसा नहीं है बैठे बैठे 21 के थे और अब 22 के हो जाएंगे. These are the years that you have lived, right? So the lived experiences is what brings in you growth. And when you embrace that ना कि चलो यार अभी 1 साल के हो गए, अभी growth तो आएगी, that is when you don't really feel that why am I growing, right? Like for the past 2-3 years I have grown so much that I think I didn't even see this much growth on my personal front in like 10 years earlier. So I have embraced that ki, okay, I have grown so much, and my age has also grown to 29 because in my personal capacity also I have grown so much. So this makes sense to me, right? एंड हम लोग को पता है यार, मैं बता रही हूँ, हम लोग को घर पे बैठ के ऐसा लगता है कि यार 21 के हो गए, 20 के हो गए, 30 के हो गए, लाइफ हमारी खत्म हो चुकी है. बट इफ यू सी देयर इज सो मच आउट देयर इन द वर्ल्ड. मतलब 30, 35, 40 तो मतलब बिगिनिंग भी नहीं है यार. अभी तक तो तुम एक्सप्लोर करके समझते ही हो कि ये भी कर सकते हैं लाइफ में. यू नो, देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स दैट वी कैन फिगर आउट. दिस आई थिंक by the time I am 30, I have to just realize that the kind of life I want to have for me in the next 10 years. I did not have that vision earlier. So if you see, that is actually some growth that I have now. When I was 21, I did not have a vision of me that what will I be doing when I will be 31. I had a vision which was fed to me by the society कि I would be having, like, you know, be pati hoga, bachcha hoga, ghar hogi, gaadi hoga, sab everything will be settled and all. That was the vision that I had. But then as I started growing up, as I started growing as a person, I realized that this is not the vision that I have for myself. This is the vision that society has fed me, right? So now that I'm turning 30 this year, now when I turn 30 this year, now I have a vision for myself कि अगले 5 साल में what do I want to achieve for myself, what are my personal goals. I don't set professional goals for myself. I just don't feel like, you know, I don't really like setting professional goals. I think professional life is something that is happening while I'm living my personal life. So my career will happen, my everything will happen, but I don't want to be like, you know, set a goal like, you know, maybe when I turn 35 I would have 1 crore rupees of my own. What if I don't have it? But when I'm 35, I want to be happy. I want to be living in a city where I want to live and where I'm enjoying my, you know, life. Then this is what, if I have a personal goal, it doesn't really matter how much money I have or how much money I don't have. So I have a lot of personal goals for myself, and these are the goals that I have set for myself from my own lived experiences and my life. So this is the growth that I would say is growth.
Correct. Yeah, I relate to this. It's like speaking to my didi, because my didi, I also asked her this question, Kavi, I think last year. And before 25, she was like, कि वो बहुत ही मतलब पैरानॉइड थी वो भी कि यार मैं बड़ी हो रही मम्मी को कंप्लेन करती रहती थी कि मैं बहुत ज्यादा 25 26 हो रही हूँ. एंड नाउ व्हेन आई स्पीक टू हर, मैं कुछ छेड़ता रहता हूँ कि तेरा बर्थडे आ रहा है. जैसे लास्ट नवंबर में उसका बर्थडे नवंबर था. आई वाज लाइक 30 ऑलरेडी, कैसा लग रहा है? हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. बहुत ही कैजुअली मतलब पूरा मेरा जोक का उसने वही खराब कर दिया. हाँ,
you just become very casual to it because you know अभी तुम्हारे रोकने से रुक तो नहीं जाएगा ना, वो तो चलता ही रहेगा.
Yeah. Got it. All right. So last question on the podcast, which I ask everybody at the end, is 3 books or podcast and 3 life lessons that you would want to share with the audience.
So I can't share 3 podcasts because I don't listen to
Yeah.
podcasts. So Ayush Shukla
वो
की
भी बता
podcast
दो.
देख लीजिए. I think I would recommend Ayush Shukla's podcast, and I would also recommend my upcoming podcast, which I will create soon.
ये
मेरी podcast आने वाली है. I'm going to have a podcast very soon, guys. Watch out for me, Ayush. So there will be a podcast.
Yes.
I'm recommending that. Books that I recommend, I personally, I don't recommend you I don't want to recommend you 3 books as such, but I read fiction. I read non-fiction because I think it gives me a lot of perspective from other people's lived lives, from from events that happened in the history or all those things. So and I really
Same,
like
same.
poetry. So there are poetry books by Faiz Ahmad Faiz. I think you should read them. Then there is a book called Pukhraj by Gulzar. It's also poetry. You should read that also. I'm currently reading Jimmy Carter's autobiography. Jimmy Carter was former president of United States of America. So I think you should
Nice.
read that. He was like a damn cool guy in the history of America. He's still alive, by the way, but he was a president. So जिमी कार्टर की ऑटोबायोग्राफी में पढ़ रही हो अभी तुम लोग वो पढ़ सकते हो. और भी बहुत सारी बुक्स है यार, मैं पढ़ती रहती हूँ.
हाँ,
There is
देखा
also
मैं देख रहा था.
these are all poems. I have stopped buying books long back now. I read on Kindle, and one book that has I think all the life lessons that you would want is Bhagavad Gita. I think Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a book that gives you a lot of perspective in your life, and I think it is a book which is like a personal book for everyone. Like what I read from Bhagavad Gita is not what you will read from Bhagavad Gita. It's like everyone's Gita
समझा.
is different. So I think that is a book that I really recommend to everyone. So I think 3 books are done. 3 life lessons. You are putting me on a pedestal here, Aish. How am I even qualified to give life lessons to people? Look at my life.
It's not as if कि वो आपने ये मतलब इतना कुछ कर रखा है, वैसे इस पर्सपेक्टिव से नहीं है. It's just लाइफ लेसन. मतलब कोई भी आता है सबको मैं पूछता हूँ. लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस हो गया उस पर्सपेक्टिव से.
So I think life lesson, so I don't know, but there are 3 things that I would like to say is be kind to others, be kind to yourself as well. And please extend a helping hand wherever you can, whenever you can. Even if someone has never helped you, and if you have the opportunity of helping them, please do, because
Nice.
someone you never helped you sometime in your life. So the circle should go on, the cycle should continue, and that is how humanity survives. Learn to say no, learn the art of saying no. If you are in a situation when when you don't feel like you want to do something, be a part of, please say no. It will give you an immense boost in your self-worth. It will give you an immense boost in your self-confidence. Putting yourself first, I think, is something which we all should learn in 2021. I am also still learning, but I am on a way, I am on the path of it. So yeah, learn to say no, and choose yourself always, and never feel guilty for it.
Got it. I'm thankful that you said yes for this podcast. All right, guys, that was Anshul for you on the podcast. 52nd episode of the podcast. Please go follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Link in the description. 52nd. This is the 52nd episode.
Oh, 52nd episode. Oh, I thought the 52nd. मैंने कहा मुझसे 1 घंटा क्यों बात करी इसने 50 सेकंड का कंटेंट काटने के लिए. What the fuck?
नहीं 52nd episode है ये. So I mentioned that.
Wow, congratulations, yaar. That is some consistency. Congratulations, man. I'm really impressed.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for listening. That's it.